But even if it's taken in a bad way, understand it's from a good place. That it's always from a good place. You know, all I ever wanted to do, 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 is give everything I had to you, is give everything I had to you, all I ever wanted to do, all I ever wanted to do, is give everything I had to you, is give everything I had to you. So last year, I'm sure y'all might have seen or heard me turn up a little bit a few times and shit. Just because I want to make as much of a contribution as possible. To take all the hard work, all the creativity, and be able to give you as much as I can, in as many ways as I can. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So when y'all catch me fighting, it's because I'm fighting to do something dope, to give something dope, to make something dope. Creativity is difficult. Because the world isn't wired to appreciate creativity the way they should. It takes time to think of amazingly creative shit. It takes time. Just as much time as it takes to work on an album or make a rap song, it takes just as much time to design a stage, to design an outfit. It takes time. It takes experience. And it's especially challenging when you're walking in worlds that haven't seen someone that looks like you before. And I want to give it all back. So, you know, right now it might seem confusing and shit, but I feel like 20 years from now, we'll look back at these moments. You'll look back at this tour, you'll remember this night, and you'll remember that I was fighting. I was fighting. And 20 years from now, we'll look back and say we got something better from it. And also, my fight is for freedom of mind, freedom of expression. So you feel like you can fight too. Because most battles are won before they even start. People are so psyched out to feel like they can't do something. So scared to make a mistake. And I don't want y'all to be scared. I don't want y'all to be afraid to make mistakes. Because from the mistakes, we all can learn. We all can learn. So even when I make an album like Yeezus, I wasn't attempting to make something that played on the radio all day. I was attempting to make something that gave you that extra boost of confidence to feel like an idea that you had, you could fight for it. Just that extra bit of turn up. So that the truly talented people can stand up for themselves. When I was growing up, when you picture, you thought of like a creative person. You know, like when I was in high school, when you thought of like an athlete, which I was also because I played on the basketball team, but when you thought of an athlete, you thought of somebody, you know, going, dunking, or, you know, getting a touchdown and shit, like screaming and shit, right? Like, I did it, and the entire audience screaming for what they did, right? And if you thought of someone in art school, you thought of someone sitting in the back of the class, like sketching and shit. Like really quiet though, right? That's the way you picture it. So, I think what people don't understand, I'm like the first artist that approaches art and creativity like it's a sport. Like, yeah, I did that motherfucking mountain, yeah! You see what I'm saying? It's just a new mentality. And even though it's creative, I ain't the little kid in the back of the classroom with like black fingernails and long hair and shit. Like, it's like the jock of art. A lot of times people are just afraid of change and afraid of something new, afraid of something different. And I just feel so blessed right now to still be expressing myself after all these years. I feel so blessed to be back in the studio again. I ain't gonna give too much information because it's gonna be all on the internet tomorrow and shit. I feel so blessed to be able to work on clothing and shoes and know that it can actually get to y'all this time. That later this year you will be able to buy the things that we worked on because we put just as much time and heart and thought and passion and love into everything we do. You know, it's like when you picture the idea of celebrity and things like that, you think of it like, okay, this person has one talent or one thing they're really famous for, whether it's being a musician or being an actor or whatever. And you think anything else they apply their name to, and maybe, you know, they didn't work as hard on it. That's the perception, right? But y'all, everybody here right now knows that anything that has my name on it, then I'm gonna work as hard on it as I worked on this stage, as I worked on Watch the Throne, as I worked on Yeezus, as I worked on Dark Fantasy, as I worked on Elevated, as I worked on Graduation, as I worked on Registration, as I worked on Cool Summer, as I worked on The College Dropout. And sometimes it's difficult because even you go there and you go to the office and you're like, okay, cool, let's get to work. And they're like, no, you can't work. You're a celebrity. You're supposed to pick one color and go home. You know, if you ever see one of those films like the Zuckerberg film, the Facebook film, or the Steve Jobs film, or go see Aviator, the Howard Hughes film, or it's like you can understand what the challenge is like. When you just want to do things better, when you want to make things better. And I appreciate you guys being with me in this moment of time and supporting me and giving me the power to fight. And all I can do is promise to you that every time I get an opportunity to create in whatever space it is, whether it's through film, product, music, or even talking to you in the middle of the concert, I hope to make something that will be inspiring, something that you can take with you, something that will be a contribution to society. It's all I ever wanted to make. You know, there's two types of people in life, in my opinion. There's dreamers, and then there's haters. And the only difference is one thing. The haters gave up on their dreams, and they'll do anything to make dreamers give up on their dreams. And And I'm always fighting for the truth. Dreaming out loud, dreaming out loud, dreaming right now. Sometimes I don't know if I'm dreaming right now. So I say fuck it, I might as well dream out loud. Out loud. Fine right now. And I don't know if I'm dreaming right now. So I say fuck it, I might as well dream out loud. I might as well dream out loud. I might as well. So always find out something so wrong. So you've been putting with my head since way too long. I'm so used to finding what I don't like the most.